first of all, we start looking at ensuring that you do have high-speed connectivity from end to end. More importantly, what Hyperloop will do is provide end-to-end non-stop journeys at the same time. And the way we will do that is to enable us to have what we call on-demand direct destination, real-time traffic scheduling, tracking software, which we're currently developing, okay? And that is underway. That's using autonomous technology. It's using big city data. It's enabling us to flex the city, understand how the city is working. So recent research at Birmingham University by Professor Clive Roberts has shown that autonomous vehicles traveling with different stopping patterns, controlled by autonomous technology, algorithms similar to autonomous cars, will increase speed by 129%. It'll enable us to reduce journey times by 45%. It enables capacity to increase by 30% on existing infrastructure. So this is technology, software that is now being developed, and our guys in LA are also developing, which will enable the system to enable us to go direct to destination, allow speed to be increased, but allow ultimately a system that is demand driven. But what does it also do? It enables us to provide a much more effective, efficient system that will flex up and down with the way the city works. So no longer will we need railways, that will be running to a timetable, which means that during off-peak requirements, they're still running, they're using still a huge amount of energy, which no longer is required. Within our own dynamic-driven system now, within a Hyperloop system, we'll be sucking that data, we'll be analyzing that data, we'll be using autonomous data to control the platform that we're actually working on. And what we'll then do is flex our system up and down depending on that demand. So if there is an event, a special event, it could be a football match, it could be a concert, we'll be able to use, increase headways, increase the speed, decrease the speed, increase capacity at the right times, at the right requirements, right the way through the day. But what we don't need is to have a same system running up and down all the time. We're flexible. At the same time, what we'll do is introduce our apps. So end-to-end seamless journeys are absolutely essential. So in addition to having the Hyperloop platform, so using Uber, using Lyft, enabling the customer to have options, and that's either whether it's a fast travel time, whether it's a slow travel time, whether it's a non-stop journey, earliest departure, latest departure, that freedom, that power will be given. How does it all work? First of all, we start off with a vehicle. We call it a pod. It's passenger or cargo. It's within a low-pressure environment, a low-pressure tube. And that tube, that vacuum, it's not 100% vacuum. We don't need 100% vacuum. What we do is we pull that air pressure down to about 8 kilopascals. 8 kilopascals is roughly the equivalent of flying at 60, 70,000 feet in the air. But what it then does, it eliminates one of the biggest barriers that we have when we're traveling at speed, and that's air. It's pushed and propelled using an electromagnetic linear induction motor. It's levitated using the next generation of magnetic levitation technology. And as I mentioned earlier on, it's all controlled by a control platform. What does it allow us to do? It enables us to run at 300 meters a second, 1,000 kilometers an hour. But here's the real interesting thing now. I'm going to go back to what I said earlier on about that 1 hour analogy. When metros or big cities are connected in a new system that enables high-speed connectivity between regions, metros become mega regions. What you are doing now is creating one region out of 3 or 4 metro cities. It becomes almost how shall I put it, a new urban area. But there are huge, huge advantages that come from that. Just look at the economics behind a powerful economic unit, mega region, competitive, highly productive, job growth, job productivity, improved access to talent and customers. Imagine if you're an employer, you're no longer constrained to just a limited pool. You are now looking in a pool which is 200 kilometers wide as opposed to a certain pool. Regional vitality, virtual density is created. The other real important thing here is land values are rebalanced. No longer are you concentrating everything into a small pocket of land. You can now spread that out over a longer distance. McKinsey estimated that real estate values around portals will increase by 10 to 30%, and will have the ability to bring more powerful connections of knowledge, labor, commerce, and investment together in one go. A wider network of talent customers, up to 10 times the labor pool, will be able to commute and coordinate at the same time. So, what is that? As an example, we're already looking at Mumbai, Pune, 25 minutes. But that's just a route, a single route. It'll be able to reduce that time from 3 hours to 25 minutes. But what it does do is it creates one mega region. It creates a region of 26 million people that will be able to connect to each other within under 25 minutes. Now, what if we think further afield? What if we look at a network of Hyperloop systems across the whole of India? Mumbai, Delhi, 90 minutes. Bangalore, Chennai, 23 minutes. Vizag, 27 minutes. You can start seeing the possibility of what a Hyperloop network across India could do. But in terms of how we plan the cities, no longer will we have to think about one size fits all to city planning. We can start looking at mega manufacturing parks and warehouses that don't need to be anywhere near the city. Inland distribution centers, which are away from the city, so we can start creating, getting and generating life back into downtown areas. Automated on-demand logistics, intermodal connections, expanded port capacities. Ports are constrained by land around them at the moment. Most of them are found in very high-cost, dense urban environments, but they're restricted. They can't really go much further. But if you had inland ports, then you could actually connect the ports, increase port capacities very effectively. So, as a company, what have we done? We've actually built, developed, and tested the world's first full-scale Hyperloop system. That was in Las Vegas. As I said, 2017 was a great year where we did the design. We actually built it, finished the build-out. We actually ran the first test where we demonstrated control systems, propulsion, levitation in May last year, and demonstrated flight, electromagnetic flight as we call it. But in July last year, we unveiled our pod. And at the same time, what we did there was put the pod on the chassis, and we demonstrated a full-scale test where we reached speeds of up to 370 kilometers an hour. So I'm right at the end here now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip this video and just leave with a quick thought. Lord Kelvin, who was a British mathematician, and he was president of the Royal Society in 1895, and said, heavier than air flight machine, impossible. Well, we made history in 2017. We actually brought technology and Hyperloop to reality. It's no longer a theory. 2018 is going to be even bigger. It's going to be better. I can certainly tell you now, India will be one of the most exciting regions for 2018 as far as Virgin Hyperloop One are concerned. Thank you very much.